Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to the Silver Lantern Archives. Today, we are continuing on with the tale of Shadow and Fire. Our party's been through some interesting things lately, and the party is on the verge of collapsing in on itself. As for what's been going on lately, we are going to let Eki catch us up. Eki, it's all to you.
Okay, so we'll do maybe a two-part recap to separate it because the party is currently split. Um, Last session, we had Syl going off in one direction to find Tamerlan, who was not going to get drugs to supposedly pay off his dealer, which means Tamerlan was going to get drugs, even if Tamerlan didn't know. So Syl went that way, in which Darian followed Syl with the elk. I will add in advance that Syl did see the elk's tits, by the way. I think that's important to note. Um, and Rufus. And then Timmy and Nero went after Eki because Eki was going off to try and find the points on the map that they had done to make more of a map out of it. She just didn't bother telling anyone that she was trying to make an actual map. She was just trying to find the spots. Syl ended up back, eventually, Syl ended up kind of back at the tavern, which is where she met Tamerlan. Before Tamerlan got to the tavern, Tamerlan went to some back alleyway, creepy stuff, and met their dealer in whatever realm it was in. Tried to pay off stuff, tried to get information, but could not, and then ended up basically taking drugs without doing it on purpose. Syl found Tamerlan having crashed into the inn we're staying at, where I don't know why Lemmy hasn't killed the party yet. Tamerlan broke the stables and destroyed that. Bill was very upset finding out that Tamerlan was once again on drugs and trying to heal Tamerlan when Darian showed up, and Darian was able to realize that healing was actually hurting Tamerlan, and Tamerlan just needed to sit there and ride out the fun high that Tamerlan was on. Um, Darian put Tamerlan to bed, tried to have a conversation with Syl, who kind of gone in on herself while she was mostly in shock, it seemed. They tried to talk a little bit about Tamerlan and what had happened and discuss fixing the tavern that was broken and kind of some next steps on what to do. And Tamerlan, I think, had some weird dreams, but I might be making that part up. And so they were over at the tavern doing that.
Get off my thing.
So they were over at the tavern kind of doing that, where Darian is trying to help Syl work through some of the stuff that is going on in Syl's mind. A name was mentioned, or Syl tried to mention a name. I think it was, I can't remember if Darian or Syl mentioned Percy's name and some other names, and Syl kind of went into robot mode and kind of had a memory purple. Thank you. Had a memory glitch and kind of just like factory reset. And Darian's trying to suss out what happened there. On the other side, Eki took off to go after the first point, finding out that it was the Waterdeep prison. Um, and she couldn't get in because they don't listen to her. She left to go to the next point, which is on her way there. She kind of ran into Nero and Timmy. She and Timmy and Nero had a bit of a conversation on the trip. Eki successfully once again broke Timmy's brain by speaking in facts. And so they continued on, went around the city and figured out where all of the spots that they drew on this kind of heptagram actually were in relation to Waterdeep. And then they decided to pick a place to go to, which happened to be the Yawning Portal. And so they went ahead and went in. Like you wanted to go just kind of feel it out and see what they could feel out there. And then afterwards agreed to go that she was going to go back to the tavern because she figured that's where the party would meet. So she could go over the map with everyone and say, this is the map we're drawing, and try and use her trance to pick up cartography tools so she could actually map out the city better since none of them know the city that well. All in the Yawning Portal, they talked to a few different adventurers. Uh, Timmy made some friends. Eki continued to be Eki. Found out that there was another Shatterkai who had been banned from the Shadowfell for having some radical ideas on things, who had turned into a Dhampir at the Yawning Portal and was able to fill the party in on the fact that they'd gone down kind of looking for the same thing that Ecky's been feeling a few weeks ago. They weren't able to really get anything or navigate too well down there. And now that magic is broken, it's going to be even more difficult. So naturally, in a very kind way, Timmy and Nero, well, Timmy said goodbye. Nero hid in a corner. Ecky decided to walk out of the room because they have places to be. And so on their way leaving, Ecky felt was staring at her and she turned around and of all things saw a Shatterkite child staring at her with similar long blonde hair and bright kind of bluish greenish eyes. So I think that was everything. They are on their way back to the tavern to meet the rest of the party that they don't know we're there though. So I think everyone's planning to maybe meet back up.
Alrighty. Go ahead and take your hero point or your 5 gold, depending. As we are going to get started again. I just buffering. Hang on. We are going to get started with Eki. As Eki, you can see that child watching from way down the street.
Ecky's gonna walk right up to this child. Ecky does it with Ecky.
As you are walking away, a large group of people come walking down the main street, which slows you down a little bit. And by the time you get through the full crowd or around them, depending on how you go, the child is gone.
And she tried to figure out where the child went. And did Timmy and Nero follow, or I don't know.
Nero is trying to catch up. They have just left the inn behind you. They are trying to catch up, though.
Is Timmy there as well, or no?
Unless Timmy has run off, he should be.
All right. Timmy will like project to Eki. Everything okay? Where are you going?
How far? It's Ecky's a little ways away now, right?
Yes.
My distance is 120 feet.
No, I'm just thinking she can't think back to you, so Ecky's not gonna respond because I don't think Ecky's really gonna try and scream. Or I don't see her being much of a yeller. She's gonna try and see if she can figure out where this kid went though, or if she's just hallucinating children at this point.
They could have gotten into the crowd from behind, tried to hide in it, or they could have slipped down the alley they were standing at the inlet of.
Okay, well, Ecky, I'll say this is me. Ecky has shit to do, so she's going to think on that later. She either just hallucinated a kid or it's something she'll deal with at another time. So she'll walk back towards Timmy and just say, it's nothing. We should get to the tavern and draw this map. And she's just gonna kind of stop and say, do any of us know how to get back to the tavern from here?
I think I can
Right?
find it.
We do.
I just have to fly up, and I should be able to find a path. Give me just a moment. You hear from Nero.
Okay.
Their
Thank you.
dark wings flare around them, and they take to the air.
Ecky's just gonna pull out some more meat from her rations and start feeding Willow snacks again while we're waiting.
Willow's happy as can be. They were worried about you for a minute there, but now you got snacks. They're like, all right, that must be fine. No one could ever be upset when they've got snacks.
I mean,
True.
that depends on the snacks.
Not to Willow.
Like Ecky makes sure to give Willow things to like. And she puts in an effort there.
Willow's always happy. They're just like this woman. They've got the best snacks. She has to have the best life ever.
If only Willow knew.
Willow is the best girl, so that's all that matters. Yeah, I guess unless Timmy has to, I don't know if Timmy has to go anywhere. Ecky would probably just look at Timmy and say, "We're gonna have to go down in the hole." You know that, right?
I'm aware of that. Yes, it's a dungeon, so it's definitely the last stop we should make. Dungeons famously take a while.
The last time we were in anything that you could maybe look at as close to a dungeon, you didn't listen to the party and some bad things happened. Are you going to be a team player in there, or are you going to try and play hero again? And then we have another incident and Syl turns into a dragon. That's
Well,
what happened last time.
I'll admit I made poor decisions down there, but
I'm not
yeah,
mad at you. I'm just making sure that we can't, and I'll say the same to Syl and Tamerlane and Darian and Korvac if he's around again. I don't know. That guy's big and scary. I like him though. He's nice. He thinks well. Um, I'll say the same thing. I don't want to go into a place with people who are going to run off on their own and not think of the group as a whole. I'm not going to go die because people can't think of more than just themselves, right?
understandable.
You're a good person, Timmy. Bug, dry green. I'll kind of pat one of his little hands. Tap, tap.
Well, I'll do my best to be.
That's, do you want me to tell you I'm proud of you? I said you're a good dry green bug person. I don't know what more you want from me.
I wasn't fishing for anything. I'm just agreeing with what you're saying.
Okay, I think he's gonna go
Fishing
back.
in,
I think he's just gonna go back to petting Willow.
just so you're aware, fishing in this context does not mean that me actually trying to get a fish. It's an expression.
I know expressions, Timmy. I just think that you all could speak a little more plainly sometimes. It'd be easier in life to just say what you mean instead of beating around the bush. That's an expression too. You know that one?
I do indeed know that expression. Yes.
Look at us. We both know expressions. I'll look up. Nero, are you almost found our spot to go back yet?
You can see
I have a
Nero
map to
is
make.
pointing you in a direction, and he is going to lead y'all from above to make sure y'all don't get too lost.
Perfect. Eki would just look at Timmy before they go and say, you need to use my arm so you don't slip and slide and fall again, or are you okay this time?
What are they talking about? Me slipping and sliding and falling? I don't remember this. Did I fall last session?
We had to do the athletics checks to not like to be able to get through the crappy the acrobatic stuff to get through the crappy whatever the mud and everything, and I think you rolled like a 6 on them. You didn't do well.
Uh, are you sure you're not talking about the? Looking back, I don't see. Oh yeah, there it is. But Timmy will look at you. No, I'm fine.
Okay, I'm just gonna look at Willow and say, Willow, do you want to go in the Bjorn or do you want to walk on your own?
They give you little tippy taps.
Okay, then she'll be ready to head off.
Is there anything the two of y'all would like to do as y'all are making y'all the way? Stop anywhere else? Or are y'all making it all the way back to the tavern?
Uh,
Hope we're going all the way back to the tavern.
Timmy needed, yeah, if Timmy needed to stop, Eki would stop, but it's also, it's Eki. She's on a mission.
Notoriously
Probably wants to get back to the
straightforward.
tavern to make sure Timmy has to eat. Yeah, Timmy probably needs food. Well, Eki needs food. You know how it is.
Alrighty, it doesn't take
It's been a
y'all.
day. I don't know what time it is.
Doesn't take. Yeah, it's still. You're.
We went through the whole city right now, so we're not
Yeah.
nighttime yet. Didn't we say later in the day though?
Yeah, you're in the later part of the day, but you'll still have a couple hours before nightfall.
Okay.
As y'all make y'all's way back, you can see the tavern in the distance, and the stable outside has completely collapsed. Nero lands next to you and seems a bit concerned.
Nero and Eki here. What the hell happened to the stable? We've been gone for only a few hours.
I have a feeling that one in the group did something. Lenny did say that our group has a tendency to come in there and ruin his tavern. So maybe they got in a fight. I don't know.
Why do I get the feeling Tamerlane was somehow involved?
I can't tell you who. Maybe Darian accidentally opened a portal again and it broke the stable. Maybe Rufus smelled something that made them mad again and they tore it apart. Maybe Phil turned into a bigger type of dragon and broke it. But honestly, Tamerlane might have tried to shoot a squirrel in the face again and it broke it. It's probably the likeliest option, but there are other ones.
Is there anyone outside, Cece?
There is a Rufus that's on his side, with Syl and Tamerlane, fretting over. I don't remember if Darian's out there with him, but there's Syl and Tamerlane out there.
Okay, so are they by the stable or on the other side of the building?
Other side of the building, near the well.
I
So
think
Timmy looks
Darian's with us.
Yeah, I came out with Tamlin.
Helps if you're on the map.
But Timmy looks around, sees Syl, Rufus, Tamerlane, and Darian, and rushes over, thinking quickly, "What the hell? The hell happened? What's going on? What's happened with Rufus? What happened with the stables? What the hell has been going on since I've been away?"
For most of it, your guess is as good as mine. I'm missing a couple hours.
Still goes, what exactly happened with the stables? I'm not sure. With Rufus, he just fell asleep. I looks at Darian.
I'm as dumbfounded as you, Syl. I showed up after you, so
What do you? He passed out while we were in the room. Syl jumped out the window.
Oh,
You
right,
were
sorry, yeah.
standing right next to me when this happened.
Sorry, I misheard what you said.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. We were talking about certain things, and then he just kind of did that, just passed out, and he seems to be okay now. I hope.
He's still laying down, looking around, just like, I'm not sure what happened, but I'm here. The ground is very comfy.
Still gives Rufus pants.
Syl does what?
Gives Rufus head pats?
Oh, I thought you said Syl gives him pants. I'm like, what the fuck?
Rufus, I don't
know.
want to go down that rabbit hole of Rufus wearing pants.
I know. I'm just like, that's what I heard. I heard pants mentioned. I'm like, Rufus is four legs.
Ooh, Ecky's doing Speak with Animals.
Yeah!
Time for the King of the North.
Not just King of the North. Now we get to hear Willow.
So, Eki, what would you like to do
Yeah.
now that you have casted this spell?
I think Eki probably would have been closer when she did it, but I had to refresh my roll 20 because it glitched. Eki would probably walk up over, just kind of cast it and look at Rufus and say, hello, Rufus.
Hello, Grey One.
do I need to call you King of the North and not Rufus?
Either will suffice.
Okay, you can call me Eki then.
As you wish, Lady Eki.
You okay? We have to figure out your nobility one day and how we introduce you to people. I think that should be important on our list of things to do. They said you fell over. Are you okay?
I do not remember. Things were going on, and Tamerlane seems to have destroyed the building in a fit of insanity. We arrived too late to stop it. At some
I
point,
think
however, I was overtaken and collapsed. It seems like Tamerlane and Sylvanus. I am missing memories. Your best bet seems to be talking with Sir Darian.
that's fair. Eki will take a second out of the animal speak. Well, she'll stop and look at Rufus. I'm gonna just talk to the others in common. I think you understand us, so. And she'll kind of look at the others and say, Rufus said that in a fit of insanity, Tamerlane destroyed the stables and that he was overtaken by something he can't remember and collapsed, and that Syl did the same, maybe, and Tamerlane also, and that I'm supposed to speak with Sir Darian.
Tamerlane hears in their head. Well, I guess everyone hears in their head. Damn it, Tamerlane! The owner of this place already hates us.
I know. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm missing about 5 hours.
Eki,
How the hell do you lose?
Probably did drugs.
you also hear something from Willow.
Well,
The troubly one
Mhm.
smells weird. He's got that groundy scent.
Yeah, I know. That's also leads to 5 hours because I'm missing my gold.
Do
Missing my
you
gold.
do
I
not
don't-
understand the dog.
Yeah, okay. I'll rephrase it as, yeah, I'm missing 5 hours. I have this weird vial. I don't know what it is, and currently I feel like I'm about to vomit out half the blood in my body, which means I'm probably stoned right now.
I don't
Where-
think you have
where
a
the
weird
hell-
vial.
Hello, says you.
Didn't you say he had something in his pocket?
He had
Yeah, it was in my
something
pocket.
rubbed on his arm. I don't think he had a vial.
You
You said
described
he
it as
had
a
a
vial.
yeah.
You described it as a vial that broke and it absorbed into my skin.
Oh, the broken one. Yeah. So you have bits of a vial.
Hello says you smell like you've done drugs. That you smell gross.
Tamerlane, did you relapse?
I don't know. Last thing I remember was flying off from Rufus, and then I ended up in the room, and it's 5 hours later. And also, for some reason, my time thing isn't exactly working, so I'm just kind of working it off details. So something very wrong is going on, and this is not my usual stuff. Because I know, because my stuff is gone, so something very wrong has happened.
What do you mean you flew off Rufus?
I went to go take care of my thing, and my guy tends not to show up when you all are around. That's why I headed off. I assumed you would all take care of the other stuff while I go deal with this small thing, but something clearly went wrong because I don't know what's going on with me right now. I've had lapses in memory, nothing this big, nothing this detrimental, and especially nothing that involves me doing stuff like this.
Still, out of curiosity, is them flying off Rufus in any way involved with the reason you showed up with all kinds of branches and leaves and shit in your hair?
Rufus fell off the roof.
How did Rufus
Uh,
fall off? He has like perfect dexterity. Not the stat. I mean, like he usually lands on his feet. Well,
Pretty sure Rufus ain't a cat.
Rufus isn't a cat, and you suddenly flew off of his back. He turned around to make sure that you were okay.
And Tamlin, did you notice Rufus fall off the roof? did
No, and I didn't hear anything. I just assumed they went down to the lower area. Rufus jumps off roofs all the time. I figured it's like, oh, I guess they went to the ground area.
Can Eki roll insight to see if she can call bullshit on what Tamerlane just said, being that Tamerlane definitely in that session knew that Rufus went and crashed off the roof and with Syl because he heard Syl scream? Can Eki just like try an insight to see if Tamerlane's being a liar?
Cam, what did you just
Well,
say?
Me or Eki? Who are you asking?
Tamerlane?
I said I didn't hear anyone fall. I didn't hear anyone fall off the roof or crash, so I just assumed you all went to the ground. You don't need to do an insight check. You think he's telling the truth? He legitimately thought that.
No,
Blue-
he didn't.
Blue, you knew in the session and you chose to leave them specifically. It was repeatedly asked, and Tamerlane chose to go.
Yes.
We even asked you
And you left them by choice.
Oh shit! I did.
You chose to leave
Yes.
these to their devices. We even gave you shit about it.
You heard Syl scream.
I did. Oh
Yes.
shit! Oops.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So do
then I
you
guess
want to
roll.
rephrase what you say?
No, because Tamerlane honestly, no, because that's honestly how I think Tamerlane would see that, considering the last thing he remembers was flying off, and then vaguely remembers the rest of it.
That's fair. I'll give Tamerlane that one. That makes sense.
I'm still gonna hero point myself on it just 'cause I really don't want to mess it up. So perfect. Aki's gonna walk up and slap Tamerlane in the face. And just look at him and say, "You're a horrible liar and you're an even worse living being. They should have let you die." And then she's walking away.
I kind of stop her and just be like, "How am I lying?" Legitimately asking. Like, it without high of insight, you can see he's legitimately asking, "How am I lying?"
How is Eki going to phrase the I think how she'd phrase this, because with that high, she would know that that you're not telling the truth, that you know more. She would just say, I think if you actually spent time thinking about it, you would know that you remember more than you're saying. And that you probably know what happens, but you're painting your memory in a way that makes you feel better.
Well, fuck you too.
Are you going to call me a liar? Because I can at least stand on what I'm saying and it's the truth.
Because I'm standing on what You know what? I have not. I've done nothing to earn your trust. I understand that. Let's just get to work.
Yeah, at this point, Tamerlane, just take the L and be grateful it was Eki who hit you and not Korvac. I don't think you can afford more internal injuries.
He is just going to start making her way inside and say the speak with animals is almost gone. But so you know, Tamerlane, while you lost time, Bill decided to chase after you to make sure that you didn't get hurt because she was worried about you and told all of us that we needed to choose between helping you and helping others, and still chose you because you're important to her and you've just shown all of us how she's not important to you. And then Eki is going to go into the tavern.
Well,
That's not
Shift
true,
you.
Eki.
yeah, and I already told her she owes you an apology.
Becky's gone.
Eki would have just kept going. She would have just.
So, I guess it's up to me to explain what the hell's been going on since we've been gone. Everyone hears this.
Probably for the best. At least then we know what the situation is, so we can deal with everything else going on around at the moment.
Where's Tamerlane going?
I just step away for a second. I need to think.
You're still in range of my telepathy. Actually, where am I right now?
Damn it.
There's not even on the map. There we go. You added a second me.
Yeah, Roll20 seems to be having issues at the moment.
If there's 2 of you, Raven, you'll need to refresh.
We
No, I deleted the other one.
means you deleted yourself.
I still have a token out.
Yeah, but
Refresh.
you still deleted all
No,
of
you
them.
don't. No, you don't.
It's
It's
Roll20. Just refresh it.
yeah. I've said it multiple times. If you have
Refresh
if you have multiple tokens, don't delete.
Yeah.
Refresh.
I just
now I-
had Nero duplicate into 3.
All right, I'm not gonna add myself again, but I'll leave it to CC.
You can add yourself. It will do the same thing for me. If there's more than one of you, just refresh again.
Okay. Well, that would be like over here.
Nero went in after Eki. They're very confused and very concerned, and Eki being on their own doesn't seem like a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Timmy will explain to the best of his knowledge everything that happened. You know, up from when he actually finally managed to find Eki. So
I'm curious to see what you say, because how much does Timmy actually understand of what's going on?
all right. Well, let's see. Where to even start? So, I after Eki kind of stormed off from the fort, well, not the fort, the palace. I did my best to catch up with him. Not easy. They had a head start, but managed to catch up with them. Luckily, someone. She seems kind of dead set on doing all this stuff that's going on by herself. You know, all this world getting turned into another world, that kind of thing. But luckily, the first place she stopped her cold because apparently she needs some kind of paper pass or whatever. Or she described it as some sort of written note to get into the place where she was feeling the weird energy.
What was
I-
the place?
I think it was a prison. She mentioned it was some sort of prison or jail.
Then
So-
you'll need yes, you'll need written permission from the head guard and speaking that a whole bunch of people just died. Don't know who that is, but we can probably ask Alistair. He'll
Oh,
probably know.
I was theorized it was probably Alistair we have to get the permission from.
I mean, I don't know if he's specifically the one we need permission from, but he'll know who to get it from if it is not himself.
Fair. Then we continues onward, and Eki kind of rendered me speechless with some of her viewpoint of what's been going on and how things are. Honestly, I could not argue some of her points. Like it was devastating. But yeah, so but we decided instead of Eki just taking care of all the problems themselves, we just went around finding all the points where all this weird shit's happening, marked it down so we can find it later with the rest of the party. We also came upon a very nice tavern, like with a big ass dungeon hole in it. I'm being serious. There's a dungeon in the middle of the city. God, what was the name of that place?
The yawning portal.
That's it. Oh, you've been there.
No.
Oh, you've heard of it then.
It's a pretty infamous place.
Yep, but apparently there's some crazy shit going on in there. People have been going in but not coming out. You'd think
That's
that
tracks for that the tracks for the yawning portal.
yeah, but apparently it's been getting a lot worse.
That's terrifying, speaking that it's literally its moniker is literally the Mad Mage's dungeon.
Yep, and apparently something's piquing Eki's interest in there. So I think we should probably leave that for the last thing. Take care of all the other points. Eki made like a kind of map type thing to mark off where everything is. So we just gotta compare that to an actual map.
Okay.
What did you think? I forgot everything that happened, CC? Character?
He's not the most intelligent, so he's missing the part that I thought it was.
What parts am I missing aside from the parts that that Timmy wasn't around for?
Who knows?
Doesn't matter because you don't remember them.
I mean, the conversations with the other people seem.
Anywho,
Hmm.
Syl's gonna call up to Tamerlane. Tamerlane, we need to regroup.
You see, Tamerlane is walking down the street.
Don't follow.
Rufus, grab him, please.
I put my lightning bolt at Rufus. I need some fucking answers. You all make the plan. Focus on this. Do not follow me.
Tamerlane, you're not going by yourself anywhere right now. Not after what happened.
Tamerlane, every time you disappear, something bad happens. Fucking hell, every time anyone disappears, something bad fucking happens. No, I'm not letting you continue to walk off.
Darian,
Tamerlane Martin.
that reminds you of something. Something that you
Mhm.
noticed when all this started going down. You still don't know where Pippa is.
Yeah, that's been on the back of my mind. Tamerlane, we're already down a party member. Don't know if anybody's noticed, but Pippa's not around.
What do you
We're
mean
not losing
Pippa's
enough.
not around? What do you mean Pippa's not around? Pippa should be asleep.
Pippa's not in her room. When everything was going on with Tamerlane, I popped in to check. She is not here.
Oh, damn it.
In all due respect, Tamerlane, I don't want to be hunting down two people, especially after everything that's been going on.
Yeah. I gotta agree with everyone else here, Tamerlane. And Timmy walks up to you. You're not going anywhere by yourself.
I mean, how powerful is your telepathy?
I can have a rank. You mean like
If you do not allow him to speak in your mind, he cannot.
yeah, I can't like read your mind or anything. This is completely one way. I can talk in your mind. You can't talk in mine. I can't read your thoughts. There's nothing like that. It's a one-way radio.
And if he decides to block the signal, Tamerlane wouldn't be able to hear anything you say.
Yeah.
All right,
And it has a range
All
of
right.
120 feet if you need it. If you need that information.
God damn it! I need someone to read my fucking mind, and magic's fucking broken. Fuck.
If anybody could cast Detect Thoughts, they could still cast it.
Yeah, I know, but none of the party has it.
That would be the problem, yes.
And all our other magic users are out of commission too. Fuck. All right, let's head in. Yeah.
Well, no, you do have a wizard with you. He just doesn't have Detect Thoughts. I don't think any of y'all's casters have Detect Thoughts.
Detect Thoughts is a bard, sorcerer, wizard spell.
And y'all don't have a
So,
bard or a sorcerer, so...
Closest I
Uh,
have is Zone of Truth.
we could go buy a spell scroll.
Yeah, but you don't need to... No, you need to, as Tamerlane's trying to leave.
Well, Tamerlane,
I've stopped. I've stopped since then.
yeah.
Thoroughly annoyed at the senses. I beat my head on the tree until I can see my scalp.
No, you don't, because
if you start doing
yeah,
that, Timmy
no,
would stop
you don't.
Timmy puts like his little hand in front of your forehead. Whoa, Tamerlane, what the fuck are you doing?
I'm trying to remember something. I've hit my head enough times that I usually trigger something.
That's not how that works. That's going to make it worse. Tamerlane, just drink this, and Syl's going to hand you a bottle of tea.
I chug the thing.
Okay. Now, we are going to go inside. We're going to figure out what is going on with Eki. You are not going to wander off by yourself anymore. You said the gold's gone? Good. We're going to assume that means that your debts are paid.
What the fuck's going on? What the fuck's going on?
Tamerlane.
Timmy kind of like hooks Tamerlane around the waist with his big arm, and he just starts carrying him back towards the tavern.
As you're doing, before you do that, Timmy, you see Rufus come up to Tamerlane and dump a bucket of cold water on him. Seeing if a nice strong shock will help. He's got a bucket from the well.
Help at all, Tamerlane?
Can I Presty that just to make sure it's extra cold?
Yeah.
Can Presty control temperature?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, it can.
Not to
Chill, warm up.
extreme points, but he can definitely make it a bit colder.
Yeah, chill, warmer flavor after 1 cubic foot of material.
Yep. And he's just got a little bucket.
Tamerlane just locks up. No responses.
That's fine.
Timmy kind of like pokes you in the face. Tamerlane, Faerun to Tamerlane. Hello.
Yeah, he'll completely respond to anything you all do in terms of moving him and everything, but he's trying to go deep into his mind now, even if he's trying to go deep into his mind right now.
I think we,
My
Okay.
palace.
Syl and Darren here. I think we lost Tamerlane, and Timmy just hoists him onto his shoulder and carries him towards the tavern.
Well, at least he can't blow anything up like this.
I wouldn't be sure about that. At this point, I'm not sure Tamerlane can't blow up anything when he is asleep.
Phil is gonna look at Rufus. Have you seen Pippa?
He shakes his head. Before y'all get in, though, let us go check in with Eki. Eki, you went in followed by a rather nervous Nero.
Nero's been pretty nervous the whole time, and Eki likes Nero, so she's not going to say anything because she just assumes that Nero's not good with anything that involves confrontation and or groups bigger than 3.
Yeah,
but she would have just walked right up to the.
That makes sense.
I mean, that's just Eki's assumption, and she's not going to hate on that. She respects that for them. But Eki would go straight up to the bar first and just kind of look at them and say, if we're not kicked out when I trans, I can pick up carpentry tools and I can start rebuilding your stables. You by chance have a map of the city? It would make things easier. If not, that's okay.
He shakes his head. I do know a shop that has one. You hear from Mithri.
That would be wonderful. I need to take and she'll just kind of show them like the original one that she drew that doesn't have all of the names exactly. Because she's worried other people will try and join this and she doesn't want them to go off to die. And to say, I need to take these spots and put them on the city map. And I think if I had a map, it would be faster than me picking up cartography tools from the ancestors and drawing it tomorrow. I think I could start tonight, and our map drawer isn't here. We left him in the woods with a dying tree. He's very nice. The tree was nice too. He was dying though, that was sad.
Well, if you go to Lemmy's maps, you should be able to get a good map there. It's just
How
down
do
the
we
road.
get to Lemmy's map?
Just down the road into the
Down the road.
Markets District, you'll see a large sign with a what did they have? With a rabbit running across the map, hanging over the door.
Second, have to see something. Okay, that was just supposed to be normal. Yeah, Eki is going to stare right at Lemmy when she says a rabbit running across the thing. So Eki's just gonna not. It's not even gonna be not obvious at all. She's gonna just look right at poor Lemmy and go, "Did you say it's called Lemmy's Maps?" And there's a rabbit on the sign.
Leshy's maps, not Lemmy. My apologies.
Oh, I thought you said. Oh, okay, no
I
problem.
did say
Oh, she's
Lemmy.
gonna say.
I
then
said the
never
wrong
mind.
name. And I just caught up.
No, you're fine. Then take away the stare. Take away the stare. That was why I was like, oh my God, if this poor person's name is Lemmy and it's a rabbit, Eki's just gonna, but never mind, take away. She did not stare at Lemmy then. She's gonna say, wait a second. Leshy, that's our map maker. That's who we left in the woods with the dying tree that could talk. Maybe Leshy made it back to the city. This is very good news. Do you think this much? And she's going to show them the 5 gold that she magically got somewhere. And she's going to say, will this, do you think, buy a map or do I need more? Because if I need more, I have to get it from Syl. Syl keeps my money. 'Cause I don't understand how we use it.
If you're looking for a detailed map with the right distances, it's going to be about 25. You might be able to get a small traveler's map for 5, though. It's not very
No,
accurate.
that's fine. I'll
though.
tell Syl. No, I'll tell Syl I need 20 more of these. And she's going to say maybe 25 and start to try and set the 5 gold down and be like, do I give this to you for our time?
No, it's fine.
Okay. And she'll put it back in her pouch and just kind of say, I don't know how you use money here. We don't use things this way where I'm from. So
Well,
kind
on
of
the
flip
bright
that
side,
back in her pouch.
you're doing better than a person we met a couple weeks ago. They tried to give us a whole chicken. I don't know where they got
That
the
would
chicken
be a
from either.
good trade, I think.
They
The
just
whole
went,
chicken you could feed a few people.
yeah, but when you're standing in the middle of a dinner rush and somebody pulls out a chicken and goes, "Here, chicken," and the chicken starts squawking and it gets really weird, whole nother situation. The chicken then escaped and was running around the tavern. It was a lot.
Do you have any normal guests who come to your tavern? Because that wasn't us. I was with the party a few weeks ago. Do you have normal patrons? I thought we were the bad ones.
Oh, they're normal. Sometimes it's just the Water's Deep brings out some very strange people. Sometimes he was a nice enough guy. He came from the far north, and apparently his tribe only does trade, not gold. So chicken.
The far north.
He
Could you
came
tell
from the
me
spine of
just,
the world.
or you tell me what he looked like?
He was a Goliath.
Goliath from the far north. And was he staying in the city for a while?
I believe so. He stayed with us for a couple days.
Do you think he's still here?
I don't know. It's been a couple weeks since I've seen him. He was the adventurer type, so
Oh.
if you look in
He
at the
might have
society,
gone
you
in
might
the-
have heard of him.
Okay, then maybe he's in the hole where people are getting lost and dying at the other tavern. The one in the other tavern that has the hole in it that everyone pays to go in.
The Yawning Portal.
You have weird taverns in this plane, on
Oh.
this plane.
The tavern, as I understand it, was built around the hole. It collapsed. What used to be there? I think it was some kind of shop beforehand. Then no, it was a. I'm blanking on a word. Hang on. Concert hall. There it
It's
is.
okay.
It was a
Oh.
concert hall, and
He
then
is just gonna like look.
oh, go ahead.
Sorry. No, go ahead. Sorry.
And then the ground collapsed during a symphony. A lot of people got really hurt. They fell into the dungeon that's down there. A lot of people didn't make it back out. But the concert hall was sold after that, and that's where the Yawning Portal came from.
He's just gonna look between Lemmy, Mitri, and Nero and be like, and everyone here thinks that I'm strange and where I'm from is different. Where concert hall collapsed, people died and fell into a dungeon, and instead of securing it and having safe do not enter dangerous dungeon, a tavern was built around it and people pay money to go in there and die.
Well, they tried to clear it out. Nobody's been successful.
It just seems strange. Where I'm from, if something is an unsafe area, well, I guess it's more unsafe than just being there. Not anywhere is really safe. Where it's a bad place. Um, a lot of people just kind of die from not feeling anything there. That's pretty common. Or people kill themselves just to feel something. That's pretty common too. Needless to say, if I find it strange, I feel like maybe it is strange, or maybe this plane is weird with your customs, I guess.
Oh no, the yawning portal's definitely strange. That's
Okay.
absolutely
Well, I'm glad that
adventuring
you think
culture.
it's strange.
They like facing danger with a smile, so I hear. And there's all kinds of riches down there, so I hear. An odd, um, rather, what's the word? A treasure hoard of magical items that keep coming out of there. So people can make really good money by going down there. It's not something I could do.
I I don't think money should be so important that you go off to die to have a chance of getting it. Seems like a weird way to have your culture function, that you need money like that. I agree with the Goliath. You should just be able to trade. Um, that's unimportant. Thank you for your time. I need to trans before I can start rebuilding your stables. That's where I've been sleeping. So if you let me trans maybe here in the corner, I could start in the morning or after 4 hours, if that's okay. I can't do the whole thing in a day. I'm one person and that's a lot to do, but I can at least start.
Well, if you want to help, we will have our. There's a company we usually work with. They should be here in 3 days to start working.
Yeah, I mean, I could kind of start before, just because that's where Willow and Rufus and Osiris and I have been sleeping. It's kind of like the wyverns pile. There's the hay and everyone just stays warm, and I like that. So I don't know where Willow's going to sleep tonight without the stables, or where Rufus
Well,
is going to sleep.
if you like, you can sleep in front of the fireplace, if that's better suited to you. He points over to the
What about
fireplace
the
off to
dogs?
the side. Well,
She's
since
gonna
the
have. She's
stables
worried
are
about the
gone, they can
dogs.
come in.
Oh,
It is
we
our
thought
fault
they
we
had
no
to be in
longer
the
have
Rufus
a.
isn't.
It's our fault we don't have a stable.
It's not really your fault you don't have a stable, though. Isn't it our fault you don't have a stable?
She kind of goes, eh? It's still our stable, so our responsibility. And since it's dogs, they're usually well trained. We don't mind them coming in. It would be horses and the like, and mules that would be a problem. You'd have to go house them at another stable.
They aren't good about not going to the bathroom when they just need to go, I've noticed. There's a lot of it just like in the streets around these places. I've seen they just go while they're walking and then people just step around it.
Mm-hmm.
It seems unsanitary.
Yeah, that's why we have some people come through and clean it up every once in a while. I think they come every half week.
It's a lot of feces. I feel like I've gotten off topic though. I appreciate your help and let me thank you for not hitting anyone with your hammer. I don't have any more money to give you, but if you need more, Sil has my money. It's not 20 of it because I need that from Sil to buy the map from Leshy's map, and maybe we'll find Leshy there. And she's gonna turn to go walk out and just look at Nero and be like, Nero, we need to go get a map, okay? Or do you want to stay here or come with me?
I'll come with you. I'm just a little worried. You seem stressed. Reasonably so, I suppose.
I don't think I'm stressed. I think in my head, I've been working it out, and I think where I'm from, we don't feel anything, and all of your emotions get taken away. And now that I'm on this plane, I think I feel things. and I haven't felt them before, and I think it's really overwhelming, and it kind of makes me a weird mix of really sad, really angry, and sometimes happy. But most of the time, it's just been sad and angry and frustrated and disappointed in everything that is on this plane. And I think that maybe I have anxiety about everything that's happening because everyone here would just kill themselves if they were in the Shadowfell because it is really not a happy place. Um, so I don't think this is working well with the way I normally work. I think it's a lot to take in, and I'm not used to these feelings. And it kind of makes me want to just, I don't know, murder half of the people or cry. I don't know how people live like this. This is horrible.
There's a nod. Hmm. Is there anything I can do to help?
Hmm. I think maybe if we just like don't let the perverted version of the Shadowfell take over this world, um, I'll be better. And then I'm sure once the serial killers stop, the queen will send me home and I'll go back to not really having any emotions or feeling anything and I'll be fine again.
Oh. Well, if that's what you want to do. He starts rifling through his bag.
She's kind of confused because to her, like out of character, it's not really a want. That's just what she's been told to do. So that's what she does. It's no real wants and needs in life for her. She'll be like, okay, well, I need to go find Syl because she has to give me 20 of these,
Oh,
20 more of these, so I
before you
can
go,
go get the map from Leshy. Yes.
take this. He hands you what seems to be a little chicken.
Little chicken?
Yep. It's not real. It's just a
Is it
little.
alive?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's just a little cartoony looking chicken thing.
She's going to take it and say, is this what I give for the 20 gold?
No. When you start feeling anxious or overwhelmed, squeeze it.
I'm going to squeeze it real quick.
You see, you know those squish things that kind of have a squish ball?
Mhm.
It's one of those. It just
Okay.
starts making this clucking sound. Cluck, 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 cluck.
She'll kind of stare at it a little confused for a second and be like, that is neat. I appreciate it.
He gives you a thumbs
Thank
up.
you.
And it helps me when I get anxious about things. And so maybe it can help you too.
Do you need to keep it when
Mm-mm. I
you
have a
have
bunch of
another
them.
one, or do you need this? Okay. Put it in her pocket and like look at Willow and say, I can share it with you too, but I don't think you want to chew on it.
Willow's just happy to be here. And it's at this point Syl is walking in from behind. As y'all are turning towards the door. I don't know if the boys are coming with her or not, but I know Syl's walking in.
Well, yeah, I think we were all walking in. Carolyn over my shoulder, like just in a catatonic state, I guess.
Yeah, he'll be
Sounds
unavailable.
like.
He'll be unavailable for the foreseeable future.
Uh,
We make an
Syl
out of
spends-
office sign to hang on Tamerlane's neck, just out of curiosity.
Uh,
Yeah, you laugh or
you
you
can
cry.
you can probably stab it until he bleeds, but he won't. He won't respond.
Anywho. Um,
But you see Eki is turning and putting what seems to be a small rubber chicken into a belt pouch. And her, Willow, and Nero are turning to follow you. Or not follow you, head towards you.
Um, Becky would show a piece of gold to Syl and go, hey, Syl, I need 20 more of these from my pouch, please. I need a map.
okay, do we know where a map store is? It still starts rifling through her pouches.
Becky's gonna relay exactly what Mithri said, like almost verbatim. We walk right down the road and we continue to the marketplace, and then we'll see a sign that says Leshy's Maps, and it will have a rabbit on it. So maybe Leshy made it to the city, and we'll find Leshy here. But it will be 25 gold to get a map, and I need a map to put this, and she'll show the things she's drawn on a map. It'll be faster than transing to get cartography tools. Also, there was a Goliath here from the north. They might know Rufus, but they might be gone.
Okay. Do you mind if I would like to keep the party together. Do you mind waiting just a moment? Darian says that Pippa's not in her room and I'm concerned.
What? Nero looks
He's gonna-
very concerned all of a sudden.
Darian said
He
Pippa's
will
not
look
in
at
her
Nero.
room.
Squeeze your chicken, Nero. Lemmy, Mithri, do you know where our friend went? The one in that room? And Eki will just point to the room.
No, we haven't seen it. But a lot's been going on of late. We might have just missed it.
She's very small.
She is very small. Here, Eki, here's your gold. If you just give me 1 second to go check her room, I will come with you. Still hands Eki the gold and is then going to pop into Pippa's room.
It will literally feel Eki like breathing on her neck. Just that close. I can help you search.
Still
Right
nods.
next to her.
Yep. Still goes into
I feel like
Eki or
Eki's
into.
version of helping someone. Go ahead, Kai, sorry.
Oh no, I'm going into the room. What were you saying?
I was going to say, I feel like just so you're aware, Eki's version of helping is like that annoying thing where someone basically asks if you have done what you just did. Like, did you check under the bed, even though you evidently just checked under the bed? That would be Eki's way to help. Are you sure? Like, did you lift the blankets and look?
God.
But she will totally help you look. It'll just be a really annoying way to do it.
That's fine. Honestly, still is fine with this. She answers you each time very calmly.
The person who's fine with someone doing that.
Listen, Syl has a bit of a temper, but she also has the patience of a fucking saint. That being said, obviously Pippa's not in here. Is anything of hers in here?
Nope.
Okay.
Her bag was sitting against the bed when she flopped it down. But it is no longer there. Presumably, either she grabbed it when she left, or when she was taken, it was taken as well.
Okay. Her bag isn't here. So we're just gonna hope. We're gonna hope that she left on her own volition. That being said, there's a fucking serial killer on the loose. We need to go find Pippa.
Eki, as your Syl is, I imagine you're going to get the boys, Syl.
I mean,
Timmy and Tamerlane
Timmy's
are right
behind me, so and he has Timmy, or Timmy has Tamerlane.
Gonna go
So
find
I
Darian.
assume.
I don't think he followed.
Yeah.
Oh, I did. I was following just in case Tamlin tried to do something.
Okay, fair. So, where are you going?
So there's a nice long line of people in the hallway.
Pretty much.
Yeah. So y'all move your tokens. Tam is on
He would move.
Timmy's shoulder. I didn't mean Eki.
Oh, I was just saying when Syl tries to leave, Eki would step out of her way. She's not going to like block the door.
Yeah. We need to find Pippa. There's literally a serial killer on the loose. What you were saying, Cece?
Where are you going now? Where are you going to go look for? Is the question.
I'm going to look at Nero because Nero's been the one with her and go, where would she go if she left on her own volition?
Depends on what she was up to. I suppose she could have gone to the meeting place with Gallo. Or a temple to her goddess, maybe?
Where's the meeting place with Gallo?
There's a sewer entrance off near
Okay.
the Noble District.
Let's rule that out first. Eki, we can go and pick up your map and then go there on the way, and then go there.
Is Eki able, without like me having to do the whole like spiel that we went through last session, to fill them in on what she and Nero figured out and like plotting out the places and stuff, like more of
We-
the information that's there?
Yes, you are.
Okay.
Okay.
Um,
That way the party's caught up, because she wouldn't trust that Timmy would be able to relay it all. Not that she thinks Timmy's not smart, because that's not it. It's more that Timmy doesn't use magic. So she doesn't think that Timmy understands, especially not when like this level of like godly stuff is involved.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
he
she
has
would
mentioned many
relay
times.
all of that.
I have a quick
Yeah,
question.
I was gonna say, so she would relay as best she could.
I have a quick question. Above table, you said that one of the stops is a tower. What tower do you mean?
It's the thingy, the wizard tower, or whatever. One of the stops is the Blackstaff Tower.
Okay.
And
Okay.
so
That
Eki would
was
give the list of names. I put it in the notes, and so Eki would give the full list of names and say that what Nero and she had figured out, or what Nero had told her, I think was the one, that we need to go see
okay.
Alistair, because most likely Alistair is the one who can give us permission to go in the prison. And she would add, of course, that Timmy said go in the thing last because it's a dungeon, and I don't think Eki's really done a dungeon before, because why do you need to do an adventure dungeon when you live in the Shadowfell? Enough of that there already. But
Okay.
she would say, like, you know, the graveyard, everything, like kind of that they took the time to go to every single stop, so they know where it is, and that's why she wants a map so we can actually map it out. And
Yeah. No, and that's totally fair. So Gallo is still the most important. Uh, I have a question. I have another question. I have a lot of these. Does Eki say anything about one of the people that she spoke to at the yawning portal?
Eki would literally go through everything, is what I mean. Like Eki, that's why I was asking Cece if that's okay without doing it all, because we all know Eki's ways plan. But
Yeah.
Eki would do what Eki does, and just like a 100% like bland exact
This,
description of everything.
what Eki would say about Alar.
Yeah. That is
Which
important. Do Alar.
is other shatter kind.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Eki would say exactly what Alar looked like, and that Alar has become a Dhampir, and even say the history that Eki remembers of the Shatterkai and how one got kicked out, but made up like they're okay with the queen, and that Alar was even in the dungeon, like everything Alar said. I would imagine that Eki would probably do this as they're walking, because I don't think it would be a
Yeah.
5-minute rundown. I think Eki would give you like a full 45-minute lecture of everything that they went through, so
Okay.
everyone is
Yeah.
well
Okay.
versed and caught
We
up
will
on
get to
everything.
that information in just a second, because there is something that happens before y'all leave that Eki notices, so it might distract Eki.
Fair enough.
As the party is moving out, getting ready to go hit Lushy's maps, Eki, you notice Willow is doing something interesting. Willow's got their nose in the sheets.
And the sheets.
The sheets.
Okay,
A
Eki would
sniffer
go
snuffer.
where Willow is. Willow isn't on the map, so that was why I was making sure you said sheets, because
Yeah.
I also was in my mind today.
Here's the.
So,
Oh no! They're
yeah.
permanently fallen. Willow, get up!
Oh no, not Willow. Yeah, not Willow.
Update.
Yeah, Eki would go exactly. Has it been 10 minutes? I mean, it's already been 10 minutes,
Yeah, it's
right?
been
For Speak with
well
Animals
past
is gone, isn't it?
10 minutes
Okay.
by this point.
Yeah.
Oh,
Then
ow.
yeah, she'd go with
Oh, 1 second.
Good.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm just shifting and my leg hurts, but I'll be fine. Now I'm back. Willow's given a sniffer snort of the sheets, and then their nose to the ground. Sniff, 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 sniff. Sniff, 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 sniff.
He would kind of just follow her and like tap Phil on the shoulder and say, I hope you're all ready to move quickly. It's wet out there. I think Willow has her scent. And kind of just point to the party and say, follow Willow.
Sniff,
Works
sniff,
for me.
sniff,
Go.
sniff, sniff. Sniffer, sniffer, sniffer. Many
And
sniffs.
unless Willow is running, like if Willow is just going at a pace that they can walk and talk type of thing, he would do that rundown while they're walking and talking because there's always time to multitask in her
Yeah.
mind.
That's fair.
Neat.
Willow doesn't go very far as they're not going very fast. They're trying to follow the scent. They head outside and their sniffing leads to the collapsed building. And then they give some boofs.
What
Is
does it look
the stables?
What the fuck?
Yep. The stables.
Still
Oh,
starts
wow.
like chucking wood at
Yeah,
where
Timmy-
Willow's.
Uh,
Yeah. Because
Timmy
Pippa
comes
wasn't
up.
supposed to be in here.
Becky will
Did we just-
help wherever Willow sniffs.
Timmy drops Tamlin in this hay bale over here and just starts helping dig away.
Rufus is also coming over to assist. He's got his big wolfy mouth, and he's just like, with the assistance of Willow, Rufus, and the party, it takes a little doing, but in the section that is collapsed, y'all find face down under the rubble Pippa.
Is she alive?
Roll medicine.
Is still helping, or do you want to do it and have Eki help you? I don't care.
I have a +9.
So do I. I think we have the same on it. That's why I'm saying it's
Okay.
Eki will help Sil because I
Yeah.
feel like Sil knows Pippa, so she'll just help you roll.
Okay. That is fine. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Boop.
They are
Okay.
still alive. They are very banged up. It looks like, based on the wounds on them, when the stable came down, one of the beams or part of the rubble caught her on the back of the head. Likely has a concussion.
Can I do?
Yeah.
Is it a hero point I can use to re-roll that, Cece, or would that be
Since it's
MVP?
healing, yes, it's effectively an attack.
Then I'll just burn another spell to do it again because I'd rather save the MVP for.
Well, no, I said hero point.
No, hero point. Hero point, Eki. You
Oh,
can use
sorry,
hero
sorry.
point.
I thought you meant. Oh, okay. I thought you meant MVP. Yeah.
MVP
okay, one
is
sec.
for
I almost was
attacks and
writing.
whatnot and skill checks.
Okay.
Specifically, damage rolls and healing rolls, you can use hero points on.
Okay, perfect. I almost rolled Guiding Bolt, which would probably hurt at a 3rd level.
Probably
you
kill
know
her if you
what?
shot her with it right now.
Yep. Roll20 really likes to roll ones for me, but that's at least better. So at least it's 19 healing back into her to hopefully like help her some. If not, Eki can give her more. She just really quick while I think once she and Sil realize would just kind of
Yeah, Sil's gonna do the same. Um,
he probably has a lot more spells in her than Sil does, since Sil burnt through an insane amount of spells. So Eki would probably just say, "Can we just see how this does first, and get maybe another read on how I don't know what type of health it has above table." So it would be more kind of trying to see if that hurt her more, helped her, brought her back out of things, that whole fun shebang.
Mm-hmm. You see a very concerned Nero also uses some healing. Sil, are you also casting a spell?
I was told to wait a moment, so we can't see Pippa's health bar.
Okay.
So I will let
It was kind of
Eki
that
and
idea of like you're doing CPR or something, and someone actually coughs up the water. Like give it a like Eki's idea was give it a
Yeah.
second. Can we see how bad she is and get a better assessment of what she actually needs? That way we know like how much does she need to be better. Type of theory in life is where Eki's at.
yeah.
Timmy will ask if we should bring them inside so they're out of the rain and
Eki
not
would
in the
probably
elements.
say, I could say, let us see what we can we check her first to see exactly how bad she is. If something's really hurt and we move her, we might make her worse. So maybe block some rain. Your large self.
Timmy like grabs the hem of his cloak and just holds it over Pickle. I mean, not,
Nero hasn't cast yet, as he listening to Eki and has not cast either. Tamerlane in the hay. But after Eki uses their spell, Pippa starts coming to and immediately starts cursing in Halfling.
Syl is going to look at Pippa and go, "Is she okay? No, but she'll live. You have a very colorful vocabulary, Pippa."
She's rubbing the back of her head, just annoyed all the hell. Can anybody actually speak Halfling?
Can.
She is cursing Tamerlane right now.
unsurprising.
Syl is going to go.
And referring to
Also,
him as a mad bastard.
Syl in Halfling is going to go, "I know. I am trying to keep an eye on him to hopefully stop the damage he causes, or at least the trouble he seems to attract. I'm going to be honest, I truly don't think he does it intentionally. I don't know what got he pissed off,
He
but
seemed
he had to have. Huh?
he seemed pretty intentional when he blew me up.
I don't. Speaking that he didn't know that none of us knew that you were there, I don't think he knew you were there, Pippa!
I was
Eki
trying
is
to
going to
talk to
tap
him.
Syl on her shoulder.
Oh, good.
I was going to say, Eki is just tapping Syl on her shoulder with like her finger repeatedly.
Yes. Yes.
I don't understand your language. Does she need more healing? I don't speak this one. I don't know what you two are saying.
I'm trying to figure out what happened. One moment. Yes, Pippa? It switches back to Halfling.
I just completely forgot what she was talking about.
She was trying to talk to Tamerlane and Tamerlane blew her up.
Yeah, that.
What was he doing before that?
Muttering to himself. And then he started screaming. And then he blew up.
Okay. Yeah. No, that sounds about right. I don't think he realized you were there. If Tamerlane starts doing that again, Pippa, probably best to move out of the way.
I figured that. But he was speaking in some strange language and I was trying to calm him down. Wasn't expecting magic to surge out of him.
Fair. Do you know what language?
No.
Nods. Okay. Well, you okay with me, Eki, and Nero healing you?
Yeah. Usually
Okay.
she's still rubbing the back of her head, which is coated in blood.
Yeah. Syl is going to switch back to common and go, "Darian, can you clean the blood off with some prestidigitation, please?"
Will do.
Uh,
I can also heal
Nero,
if she
yeah.
needs it.
You work on that, Nero, Eki, you and I can heal. Or like the three of us, basically.
Yeah, I guess out of character, what are we looking at healing wise? Is there a way for us to know like how much? I'm just trying to figure. I have spell points just fine. I'm just trying to figure out what level Eki needs to cast that to help Pippa's spell to be
Pickle's
again,
HP
normal since
Pickle's HP is about the size, it's about the width of my pinky finger.
Oh, I had to zoom in really close because the red around Darian and then the red of her being right next to Eki, the way it shows, I could
Mhm.
barely see her health bar. I didn't know
Yeah,
it was even
so
up.
she's
Okay.
she's super bloodied.
Yeah.
She's got maybe a quarter health.
And that's with the 19 healing that was already pushed into her.
Yep.
If all three of us are doing it, I guess I can. I don't know. Should I just do?
Dang it.
What?
I just lost frickin'. God damn it. I just lost my roll 20.
I know.
Y'all can continue to do what y'all were doing. I'm gonna need a second.
Fair.
Holy shit! Roll 20. Well, roll 20 once again hates me on my everything, which is pretty common. So
I need. I will find it eventually.
Like above table, I have 30 healing points just sitting there. If you guys want to save spell points,
If you want to use some, if you want to use it, go ahead. Because I am low on. I am low.
yeah, it's just there to use. So I might as well use it, right? Like
Nero does have full if you want to save it. He's gonna use a
Yeah.
third level. I just can't roll it yet.
I'll,
But I
even
I'll see what
you
Hero does, and then I can top them up.
Yeah.
and I'm just
So-
rolling like shit is my problem because I did a 4th level and got a whole whopping 16 out of it. Because again, roll 20 hates me. So
Alrighty. Nero, or did I ever level you up? No, you think you're still level 8. I need to level you up at some point.
I don't think we've technically had Nero in an actual fight since we fought.
in the underground, in the mushroom cave.
Yeah. It would have been specifically when we fought all of those things plus Axia as above table for Akok and Raven. Yes, technically we did have to fight the Axia specifically for one of the dragons. In her defense, she was overcome by mushrooms and was insane. And that's how
everyone's
the party
favorite time.
Oh yeah. Her Axia and Rue's story is sad. But it's okay because we saved them. We had to kill Axia and then bring her back to fix her, but we fixed her.
I don't think anyone has a happy story in this, which is why Eki is so nervous to speak with Willow and speak with animals again because she did that once and it was not a good time.
Yeah, I feel like Nero might be our only NPC that's not super traumatized.
He's just an anxious.
Yeah.
Pippa's actually from a pretty good background.
See, here's the thing: is that I wasn't gonna put them into it just because we found them in the sewers.
That's because they're a rogue
Or let-
and they were told to go there.
I mean, that's fair.
Some
They
people
were.
like sewers, you know?
And I should rephrase that. Technically, we didn't find Pippa. Pippa found us.
Yeah, she was sent by her god. Already 16 points from Eki. Now I need Nero to roll his. Give me a cure wounds.
Roll 20 like Nero.
Third level.
Excuse me.
That is going to be 16, 27, 30 from Nero.
Ow.
So she's about 3/4 of her health
I'm
pool.
saying. There you go, Darian,
Uh,
if you want to top her up.
Yeah, I've got up to 30 if she's under that.
You're gonna have to give me just a second, and I will check on that.
Man,
We love math.
it's mental abuse to humans.
Oh right, you
I
have
feel
this
like
step up. She
I
is
feel like Roll20 knows
missing
that Eki is not a healer.
19.
I can give her 19.
Roll20 probably does know that you're not a healer, but that's okay, Eki. Eki's good at other things. She does blight really well.
She can heal. She can heal to not kill people, like so people don't die, right? But she's pretty good
Yeah.
at hitting people in the face. I think it's one of her more powerful abilities.
Yeah.
Uh,
Okay.
While Darian's topping her off, Eki wants to just really quick do two things. She wants to just stop by Willow, give her the best pets and a stick of jerky. And then she would want to poke her head in the tavern and ask if she could like pre-order like a nice steak for her dinner tonight because she's a very good girl.
There's a nod. It will be 5 silver pieces for a good steak.
I will hand you the money for it. Let's go to Eki's pouch. I'm not gonna find Eki's pouch in my spell list.
And Eki has run
Timmy's
off.
gonna
Okay. So
ask Piccolo if they want to be carried inside, out of the rain. You know.
I can
Or
walk,
brawl
I'll
the-
be fine. You see, she's still kind of rubbing the back of her head.
All right, then Timmy will just instead just help them onto their feet.
Oh, they've already stood up by this point.
Well, then Timmy is gonna walk over to where he unceremoniously dropped the comatose Tamerlane, pick them up, and shake the hay off them.
Does getting shaken bring you anywhere? I don't think it's going to, but I have to ask. Is Tamerlane even here?
I mean, they're not muted, so I could have
Mean
sworn
they're
I
not
just
here.
wait. No, their thing is lighting up.
It could be us. Nope, he's Starnsock. Nope,
Blue.
I still don't hear anything from him.
oh no.
Oh,
Stupid.
I
Oh,
think I
what?
heard him.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I missed you guys. I missed you guys last minute. My stupid internet went out.
You're good.
All good.
You're being shaken. The hay's getting shaken off of you. Is Tamerlane responding at all? I doubt he is, but I need to double check.
No. You shake him and basically his head kind of like falls back, like his eyes are glazed over, like he's being. He's basically a trance, but like a heavy duty one.
Okay.
I caught most of that.
I caught enough of it for it to make sense.
Yeah.
Heavy trance, unresponsive.
Okay, cool. That's about what I thought.
Yeah. So after shaking all the hay off him, Timmy just slings him back over his shoulder. I'm gonna have to make like a carrying harness to carry him around.
So, like a Bjorn?
Yes. But to be worn on the back.
Eki
so-
would just
Mhm.
Bjorn's can be worn anyway. If you start trying to like make something, Eki would just walk up and take hers out of the pouch and like help you fashion one for Tamerlane to where it sits on the back with kind of like a person would do if they kind of do the monkey grab on your back. But because her Bjorn is just like the long scarf thing that she fashions to put Willow in. So she would just help you make one out of that and say, I want that back when you're done though.
You'll get it back when this one eventually wakes up.
He's awake. You can see the eyes are open. He's just not responsive.
If Eki leans to Tamerlane's ear and speaks in Celestial, does Tamerlane like make any movement or anything like that?
I doubt it.
Blue's muted.
I know Blue just went on mute right when I said
Uh,
that.
You'll probably have a twitch of his ear, but like nothing else responsive. His eyes don't move or anything.
Automatic
I
responses
totally
seem to be
think
working, but intelligent ones don't.
she
Hopefully
is
they
going
don't-
to say, just to see if it rises them out a little bit more, she is just going to lean in his ear and Celestial and just say, now seems like a pretty terrible time for you to decide that you're not brave enough to face the world. A little disappointing, Tamerlane. And then she'll just kind of pull her head back and look at Timmy and be like, all right, you're fashioned and ready to go. We need a map.
The hell did he say? What the hell were you saying?
It was something just for Tamerlane. He either heard or he didn't.
Okay. Yeah, hopefully we don't have to we don't end up in combat with him like this. Well, he seems to be kind of moving.
I told him now was a bad time for him to decide he can't face the challenges of the world.
Yeah, it definitely is. Although he seems to be moving if you move him. I wonder if you could like point him at stuff and have him shoot at shit without him even realizing. Like
Let's not go down that path because I don't want to think about it.
He's not a bomb that you just go set off. Tamerlane
is
is
he
very
not a bomb?
debatably.
Look
He's
at these
not a
staples.
bomb.
Look at these staples. I'd say he has
He is
bomb-like
going to
qualities.
look at Timmy and be like, and Timmy, look at myself and Willow. Remember when we had to jump through vines and almost die to save Korvac because of your choices? People make mistakes. It's what they do afterwards to prove
Oh,
it.
that's-
I don't think he did that on purpose because he likes lightning. That wasn't lightning. That was an explosion. If he was going to hurt something, he would have killed it like he did the squirrel, which I don't know where Osiris is. Kind of just glance at Rufus really quick, like
They
side eye.
pop at the
to see
mention
if
of their
it
name.
pops up.
The little squirrel pops out of his floof. They're just like, "What's going on? I heard my name."
Right.
You
She's
see
gonna
little
nod her head.
sparks. She's like, "What's going on over here?
Mm.
I'm here."
Okay.
Oh, there
She's
it
gonna
is.
kind of nod her head once and just be like, just try to think of how to say this. My thoughts that I told you about how this group functions still stand true, but it doesn't mean that I believe that Tamerlane is a tool that you get to wield just because Tamerlane is a drug addict who is completely unstable and most likely cannot be trusted. That doesn't mean that we begin to treat them like they're less than with their own free will. They can choose to be terrible and be horrible and deal with the consequences, but we don't get to make those choices for them.
I mean, fair.
Excellent. I need a map.
Pippa, we're going to get a map and then going to the spot. Are you coming with?
There's a
Please
nod.
come with. Oh, thank God. Okay. Let's all stick together. We're going to play the stick together game. Everyone get your accountability buddy.
Darian
Tim
gets
just-
picked up by the elk.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Can I grab Pippa or try and get Pippa to come up on here as well? Just because.
You can
know.
struck him if you want.
Yeah, that'll do. Darian will just say to Pippa, I'm still not sure you're 100% back to normal yet, so take it easy for a little bit, yeah.
There's a she doesn't seem to be expecting to be grabbed by the back of her shirt, so there's some flailing when that happens. And once you get her up, she's just hanging there giving you a look of, really? Because she looks like a little kid just hanging there. Because she's small. Because she is a halfling.
Can Phil go take Pippa and put them on the back of the elk so that they can ride properly? She will ask permission first.
I get the feeling that's where Darian's putting her anywhere, so that's where she ends up. It's just that when he picks her up, she's just given that look of, really?
Get on Rufus, though.
Yeah.
Nero can fly. Amy evidently wants to carry Tamerlane instead of putting Tamerlane on Rufus, which is fine. And I can walk with Willow.
Willow looks like they
Unless
want you to
Nero
jump on
wants
their
to
back.
ride Rufus too. He's going to look at me and be like, when you're bigger, maybe. But right now, I think I'm too heavy for you.
Sad dog noises.
We need your nose to sniff for us. That's more important.
I want to point it out. It's not that I don't think it would be a good idea to put Tamerlane on Rufus. It's just after what happened last time, I just don't want to keep. I don't want to lose track of this one again.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna
Rufus, before Rufus, is there anyone else in this pile? Is there anyone else in the rubble?
Rufus and Willow are going to give it a snip or snort. They do not find anybody.
Oh, thank fuck. Okay. Now we can go get Eki's map.
Yeah. Timmy just adjusts the Bjorn, puts his cloak over Tamerlane so he doesn't get soaked in the rain. I'm nice like that.
Do y'all want to talk to the innkeep that is not Leshy, or do y'all just want to get the map and go?
Get the map and go.
Becky would 100% ask where Leshy is if it's Leshy's map. She wouldn't be able to help herself.
We haven't seen him in about 5 years.
I think that tracks.
They
If you
usually
see him, will
disappear
you
for a
tell
while.
him that
I mean, he's a cartographer.
if he-
Makes sense that he wouldn't be
My
at the
turn.
actual store.
Yeah. What are you
Is that
saying,
it?
Alcock?
Eki would just say, we left him with the dying tree. Or if he comes back, will you tell him we're here?
A dying tree?
A tree and still pipes in.
They
Oh,
don't tend to die. Did something happen?
It's a long story. He was fine. The tree is not, but we'll figure that one out.
Okay.
Leshy's fine. That's
Yeah,
what crux of the
Leshy
story
is fine. Yeah, Leshy is fine. They are keeping the Treant company. I could sit here for about 3 hours and still not get to the grid of everything. Leshy is okay.
In certain noises, but y'all are able to buy y'all's map easy enough. 25 gold.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, we got
If you just want to take 20 out, so I'll
Yeah.
just take the 5 that I have on Eki. Take
Yeah,
that off.
already did. I even took off the for your stake. So I have for you specifically, I have 149 gold left and then 5 silver for your change.
Yeah, I trust you. Eki doesn't understand money still. She's not going to magically learn in a few sessions. Don't worry.
Oh no, of course not. Still is explaining it to
uh,
you though, so that you know.
Mhm. Yeah.
But
Eki would say, she would say, we have map. Alistair can give us the keys to get into the prison.
yeah, and then okay. And at this point, has Eki been able to give us the full rundown?
Yes.
Okay. Remind me of the name.
Aelor.
Of Aelor. Okay. At Aelor's description, Sill's going to perk up and go, Aelor made it out of Silvermoon.
Well, you guys know him.
You know a shatter guy?
I don't think they're a Shatterkai anymore, but yes, I know her.
Her.
Above table. See, Aelor was one of the girls, right?
Aelor's the guy.
Aelor's the guy. She says he.
Okay.
I couldn't fucking remember.
Oh, you already know. You already know the guy. Good. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was hanging out at the Yawning Portal.
Was the rest of his team with him?
I I don't know.
Eki? Yeah, I'm looking at Eki. She's the one that's talking.
Was the rest Becky would seriously be like, Becky is currently staring at Syl with so much suspicion, but it's just going to be like, I don't said they went down and a few weeks down there and then came back out. I didn't ask them about their team. Didn't really have time, and she'll like name off the few other people that she actually met. I think more Timmy probably got their names, if I remember, than Eki did. And
I didn't really get
kind of
names,
give
but
that information.
Yeah.
I did look around the tavern, and then there was a
The
Khajiit there.
tabaxi.
I'm sorry.
Eki,
I went Skyrim for a
I
second.
know Eki got Alar's name, and it started with an S. Was the name with the
Horus.
person with the blue hair, and then the Drow. She got those names. I know specifically.
Those are the
Yeah.
only names I've
Because
got.
she spoke with them.
Mm-hmm. The tabaxi didn't give their name. That being said, Syl, because Syl doesn't know them as a Shatterkai, she knows them as a Dhampir.
The Drow's name is Zestrian.
Yeah. Syl goes. That's none of their team. That being said, Eki, I know them as a Dhampir, not a Shatterkai. Though I'm not necessarily surprised that that was what they were originally.
Okay.
That being said, I'm glad they're alive. Last time I saw them was in Silvery Moon before it fell. Granted,
that was
I
just
Kinda like
wasn't. Huh? Eki?
I would say you finish, Kai, and then I'll go, or Timmy can go, then I'll go.
The last time I saw them is before Silvery went down. So, Timmy?
Well, I'd ask if you want to go quickly head over to the Yawning Portal to see if they're still there, so you can talk to them. But I think we got time constraints going on here, so who knows? Maybe they'll be there once we're done with all the other shit.
Agreed.
it-
I
They
put it
seem
this
like
way.
they wanted to help us. Let's go. And then Eki's just gonna start heading back to the Yawning Portal. Because she's heard the party above table, she's heard the party mention Silvery Moon so many freaking times about everything, and she has no idea who this person is. And the
Yeah.
Alar seems like they wanted to help, so she's just gonna be like, it's a stop we have anyways, let's go. And so she's just gonna start heading to the Yawning Portal. Start making her way back there again.
Yeah,
'Cause we
Syl
only have
goes.
so much time before the day is done. And so it's not like we're going to be able to, like, he doesn't think we're going to be able to go into any of these places and actually try to stop them today because we already spent like the first half of the day just mapping out all the spots. And then this other
Yeah.
time, so I know we don't have that much longer in the day. So her theory is, fuck it, let's just go. So she's just going to like start walking towards the Yawning Portal because she plans to, when she gets there, draw the map out, like mark the map up correctly. She just needs a place to sit. So
Still, as Eki walks, Syl goes, we could have gone to I could have. Wait, okay. I'm not going to argue with you. It's just Syl was going to wait, but she's also said like I'm not gonna argue with Eki. Just going
Does
there.
anything else happen as y'all are on the way? Or is Eki just leading the way?
Sounds like Eki's
Becky, if
leading the
she
way.
already, I was gonna say, Becky already explained everything. She doesn't really have anything else to say, unless someone else does. She's probably just going.
Alrighty, it takes y'all a little while to get back, but y'all do manage it. Let me move y'all maps. Welcome back to the Yawning Portal.
Whee!
Do we see the Eki would, I know they don't have a name on them, but I feel like because it's Eki, he would probably just like walk in and just point right for Syl and just be like, "There you go. There's Alar we met," and point at like Savaris and Savaris, and then the Drow like point at the three of them and say, "That's who we met when we were just here." And that's what Eki would do.
Yeah.
Nobody's paying
I
that
just-
much attention.
Well, not only that, but I look a little bit different since the last time I saw Alar.
So, what would the party like to do now that they have re-entered the yawning portal?
I mean, Syl's gonna go over to Alar, somewhat hesitantly, just due to the fact that she obviously looks different. Is
Aaron's
very
going with
aware of
you.
the horns.
He just kind of props Tamerlane onto the bar seat, just kind of leans them forward so their heads on the bar so they don't fall off.
Nero is going with you to help you find the exact place of Zeki. Because does Zeki know how to read a map?
I think Eki knows like we've read maps before, but she doesn't have like cartography right now. She doesn't have that as one of her proficiencies.
Mhm.
So yes, she can read a map, but it's the standard level of like us reading a map, right? Like we know how it works, but it's not the level of someone who could accurately draw a map.
Okay.
So she's gonna be like careful with it, and if she can't get it right, then she would wait till she can to use the cartography tools.
Well,
But
she's putting
so
dots
she's
on
like
the map,
very
so.
generalized basic.
Yeah.
Yeah, she just this is normal level of reading that you have.
Yeah. Timmy, you're just sitting at the bar with whatever is going on with Tamerlane.
Timothy's gonna set up Tamerlane on the seat next to him and ask the bartender, crazy question. You got anything that can wake up a person in a trance?
Yeah, throw him in the hole.
Yeah, we're not gonna do that. I mean, come on, that'd be too far for you, even for Tamerlane. I was thinking maybe, I don't know, you got any Tabasco?
I do.
Wanna
Don't
get a
think
bottle?
it's gonna work on that one. He seems to be having a heart-to-heart with his inner wolves.
Oh,
And it looks like they're tugging on his mind either way.
so what? Wasabi?
Well, we think you need to give him
Can
time.
Eki hear
Or
this?
yeah, he's standing right there. Or throw him in the hole
Okay.
and hope he swims.
I don't
He
know if
is
it's
just gonna say,
uh,
Timmy.
Hmm?
Timmy. He can hear us. He's having responses to what we're saying. He's currently in his brain and is choosing to not come out. I spoke to him in Celestial. He's choosing not to talk. Give him time, and that's all we can do until he decides he's ready to stand up and face the world again, or whatever positive thing you need to hear. You just have to leave him alone.
fair. Well, in that case, Timmy hoists Tamerlane up by his collar. I'm gonna put him in one of those nicer chairs. Oh wait, those are already filled, aren't they? The ones up here. Right here. Come on, do it.
What are you doing?
Those are up. Those are already filled, right?
One of them is. Two of them are.
Oh, okay. I didn't see there was another one. So Timmy's gonna go over here and put Timmy and Tamerlane in one of the more comfortable chairs. The ones that so he's not like just lean forward, head down on the bar. No
Fair.
need to get a sore back.
Darian, as you and Syl walk up, you see this man, quote unquote, is sitting with a very interesting group of people. One is a halfling that has their instrument leaning to on the wall, or not on the wall, there's no wall near him, against the table. And next to them, one looks to be a gnome that has a shield that is larger than, about the same size as her, with a cutout You can see a rod hanging off her belt, but more interestingly, there's a little spider robot thing crawling around. And then there's a goblin with a massive sword, at least for their size. Looks like a great sword.
Okay. Hearing that this other person's from Silvermoon, does Darren recognize any of these people?
No.
No. Okay. Picked up after the fact. I think Darren's walking with Sil as she's going up to the table. He's just going to turn to her. So, do you just the one person you know, or do you happen to recognize the others?
I only recognize Aelor.
That's fair. Doing what they're doing at the moment. Probably need all the help they can get.
Mhm.
You only recognize me, and that's hurtful, Sil. As you look over, and this bastard is leaning back in their chair, head hung back and looking at you.
I'm gonna remind you of something real quick. That being said, Syl is going to go, I am glad that you recognize me even with the horns. That's comforting. And I meant touche, Cece. Touche. Um, that being said, Syl is going to look over. I was just meaning that I don't recognize your companions, or well, your current companions.
Ah,
Are the others okay?
oh, they're fine. Getting into trouble like they always do. They don't even need me to do it. But since we're not down in the dungeon, they're taking somewhat of a break. This, however, is Miss Willow Greenleaf, Periwinkle, Spark Whistle, and Quibbles. They're quite the interesting group.
Right. You seem to have run into my companion Eki?
Yes, she was quite an interesting one to talk to. We don't see too many Shadowkai out and about, but it's good to see someone still out moving.
So
Is
will nod.
this your
She-
new friend? Oh, I don't see the pitiful one running about. Did you already throw him to the wolves?
Darren's just
I-
gonna look at Sil.
Ye- Syl's gonna cringe and go, he's talking about Perval.
Yeah, I figured.
Syl's gonna like unconsciously like rub the shoulder that was dislocated. Cause I'm pretty sure that happened shortly after that incident.
Correct.
Yeah, so Syl is going to go throw him to the wolves. No. On the attempt to do so, yes.
Good for you. He was a bit trashy. You can do better. You see, he looks Darian up and down, as if taking his measure.
Syl
Just
just
so-
goes, yeah, Syl just goes, I'm pretty sure that one's ace, if not gay.
Well, don't hate
Also-
the player.
Sil is very much just a good friend of mine. I'm here to look after her, not to do anything else.
I'm pretty sure you follow me because you're afraid I'm going to get myself killed.
Yeah,
Well,
pretty much.
I won't judge you. However, I should ask that elf you came in with, is there something wrong with him?
Above table, Tamerlane is not an elf.
Oh, that was the last one. What is Tamara now? An Azmar?
An Azamar?
Damn it, Azamar.
The Azmar, sorry.
The human. So the human looking one.
Oh no, this motherfucker can peg him on glance.
That's fair. That's fair. Um,
Y'all are looking for Tamlin. He's just in the one of the armchairs. Timmy's just putting a blanket over him.
he's trouble. I don't know
Well,
what's
I
going on
imagine that's definitely the case, considering he's trying to electrocute his brain with a rod. But I won't judge.
Turns and looks at Tamerlane.
As Timmy is getting
just-
the blanket, Tamerlane is definitely doing that. Tamerlane, give us a description.
Oh,
Talon kind of breaks from his trance for a moment, pissed that it didn't work, so he's gonna go with plan B. Okay, let's see. He goes into his pack, takes out a piece of metal, puts it into his head, electrocutes his right hand. Like, all right, well, if mentally won't work, I guess I gotta force it.
Does Timmy see this when he's getting the blanket, or
Yeah, you can see it as you're turning.
Timmy like drops the blanket and dives at Tamerlane? Just a big ass bug is diving at Tamerlane. Tamerlane trying to rip the metal rod from his hands.
Oh, the fuck!
Do I get shocked because the
Oh yeah, I need that shocking grasp to go. You would have advantage on the attack, Tamerlane. It's shocking, but it doesn't get quite through your resistance. So
Yeah, I tossed it. I tossed it the rod to this corner and look at Tamerlane. Is Tamerlane awake now?
he was, whether or not he still is another question.
Are you still awake, Tamerlane? Hmm? Blue, your thing, your Discord's being a bitch again.
Damn it.
Oh wait.
I heard him.
I heard him right before you left.
It's usually how it goes, don't it?
You hear me now?
There
Yes.
it is.
It just says like, God damn it, that was supposed to work.
Timmy looks down at you as if you just, instead of actually hearing anything in your head, you just hear him angrily clicking at you. Like he's so pissed off that you tried to do that. He's not. He can't even form the words mentally. He's just angrily clicking at you in Thrycreen. Just
Look, I'm trying to figure out why Look, I have a gap in my memory that I don't know what the hell's going on. I'm trying to unlock it. If I can't unlock it mentally, I've got to force it.
Timmy just smacks you with one of his little hands. The big hand would kill you. He's hitting you with the little hand. Damn fucking stupid. He's just slapping you while angrily clicking at you. You just tried to fry your brain.
Shock therapy.
which is proven not to work. Syl is going to rub her temples and go, I keep an eye on that one because I don't want him to end up like Pervel. At least in his case, it would be an accident, but.
Oh, table Timmy, did you see through the rod?
I tossed it into this corner over here. Is it just like a metal rod or is it an actual magical shit?
Metal rod.
Okay. I would have done the same even though it was a magical shit, but I'm just asking for clarity.
Yeah. Eki said something about you wishing to help.
She's going through. She said there's some interesting things going down within the dungeon, and we went to investigate as well, but we didn't quite manage to make the push. So once y'all head down there again, we'd very gladly join.
Okay. I
It's a
don't know
job
how
that
long
needs
it's going
doing.
to. There's multiple points of interest if you and your party wishes to accompany us. Otherwise, we'll meet you here.
Well, I'll
Your
need to go
choice.
find Rune, but it shouldn't be a run. It's run. Run, but it shouldn't be too much of a problem. After all, you're quite familiar with him, and I'm sure he's willing to help.
Honestly, at this point, we could use all the help that we could get.
I am
at
curious. You said,
least-
"Oh, go on, Till."
Oh, yes, Darian?
You said you couldn't quite push through. What exactly did you encounter down there?
And quite a few things, and the dungeon has a habit of shifting, so things get very hairy very quickly. We got a bit lost, and by the time we got back on track, we were running low on supplies. We needed to push back if we were going to make it back safely. Varg's
understandable.
currently out looking for new supplies. I think Celine went with him, but I don't quite remember. Lara's doing some research up at the palace.
I'm
Well,
sorry, what?
What's left of the palace, anyway.
Okay.
Is he still just gonna lean back on the fucking pulley machine for a second? She's just like, I'm just gonna sit right here. Fight her fucking heart attack.
Well, if our companion in the corner eventually comes to his senses, he has a very good sense of direction and things, so that might help if we do end up going down there.
It doesn't help down in the dungeon. Everything's magically discombobulated. It is quite unfortunate.
Okay. So we need to go meet up with another one of our companions. Should we meet you here, or would you like to meet at you know what? Let's meet here. Unless you think you can gather your companions in the next 10 minutes.
Oh, not a chance. Not a chance. I should ask, though. Where's the fun one?
Which one?
The one that was always worrying over you. Mr. Mercer.
He's missing.
That is a pity. We lost too many when Silvery Moon fell.
He didn't go down with Silvery Moon. He was missing beforehand.
Oh, well, good for him. He's probably somewhere better.
No, he's not.
Well, that boy was rather resourceful. I imagine he'll be fine.
You have to ask, how did you get out of Silvery Moon?
We left before it fell.
Lucky you did.
Quite so.
I was going. As Cece's picture goes flying across the room. The raccoon decided that they were gonna go flying. Still's gonna go. Yeah, you guys. If I remember correctly, you guys were going on a mission.
Yes, Lyra was rather adamant that we get moving immediately. We weren't sure why at the time. She was getting some rather strange vibrations during her readings, but we know now.
Yeah.
You haven't happened to bump into anybody else from Silvery Moon by any chance, have you?
Not as so far. As far as we know, you're the only ones that made it out.
Yeah, seems like that.
Oh,
Yeah.
good job on joining the Adventuring Society, by the way.
Oh. Yeah. I had forgotten that technically I hadn't joined yet when we last spoke. A lot of things have happened.
Indeed. A lot of things have happened. And a lot of things will continue to happen, unfortunately.
Okay.
It's the time of troubles all over again. Hopefully things don't go as fiery as last time.
Oh,
And there goes my roll 20.
that's rude of it. Um. Okay. But yes, if you could gather your companions, looks to the three. I would love to get to know you more. If you guys continue, we can use all the help we can get. I am going to go make sure that Tamerlane doesn't fry his brain. And we need to go find Gallo.
Oh, did the Mad Hatter make it out of Silvery Moon?
Who?
The Mad Hatter? Mr.
Tilts their
McKinney.
head. Huh?
Mr. McKinney.
Above table, is that Gallo's last name?
Yeah, it is.
Okay. So goes, yes, he was with us when we got out.
Good for him. I imagine his enemies are quite angry he made it out. A number of people that want that man dead.
I'm going to be honest, I still have yet to figure out what it is he did.
Oh, he's very talented at pissing people off. And he does it just
I-
by being helpful. You know
That-
how people are. If you're too good, they want to stamp you out because it makes everyone else look bad.
Why does that track? Yep, that sounds like Gallo.
No. He's human.
Above table, no, Eki. This is a man who will literally like give you the shirt off his back, and in doing so has pissed off the Assassin's Guild.
Oh, he's pissed off a lot more than that, but that's the only ones you know.
That's what I was gonna say. We were dealing with the Assassin's Guild at the time. Gallo is the type of noble that gives to the poor, helps the injured, yada yada yada. Gallo is a good bean, and people hate him for it. But I would say I'd send you a message, but a sending, but that's not working in the city right now, so we'll just come meet you back here.
Yes, it's been quite annoying. We felt it when it went up. We were just getting back from the dungeon. Somebody's trying to keep things very quiet.
Well, I'm sure if you continue on with us, we'll all figure it out together.
Oh, and something you should know. The events that happened in Silvery Moon shortly before its fall, that large event, I'd advise against speaking about it out in the open. And it broke again. Good lord.
Quick question. What's Aelor talking about?
Uh,
There's a lot of things that happened in Silvery Moon.
the tree.
The tree. Okay. Still tilts her head. What about it?
Well, the couple people that had left before the city that were talking about it. Well, we ended up running across what was left. Somebody is hunting anyone that talks about it. So you see he puts a fingers to his lip. So remember to stay shh.
Darren, you're gonna see Still just subconsciously grab her holy symbol and
Mhm.
fiddles with it. Cause that's concerning.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Especially Darian doesn't know what. Well, you were in the city when it happened,
Mhm.
but you weren't with Syl. You don't realize that she was at the core of that incident.
Yeah. Azuna's still branded by that.
Azuna is still branded by that. So yeah, she at the mention of that incident, you're gonna see Syl grab her holy symbol and fiddle with it and nods. Well, duly noted. That being said, if it has to do with the serial killer, well, we were gonna use me as bait anyway.
There is something
In.
else you might be interested to learn.
Yes.
You aren't the only one of your kind running about. They've had to go underground, but they are still. Well, some of them are still about.
Thank you. I'll keep that in mind. Come on, Darian. Well, thank you, Aylar. We'll meet back up with you.
Of course.
Ilar, in the meantime, and just in general in the future, if you do end up encountering anybody related to Silvery Moon or from Silvery Moon, let them know I'm looking for them. I'm trying to gather whoever I can at this point.
I will do. The numbers are relatively small, though. Anybody that made it out left in the hours prior. Once the chaos started and that lich started attacking, barriers went up against all the gates. No one made it out. Save for you lot.
Yeah, we were more fortunate than most, but I still plan to try and save the others. Got an inkling they're alive, so.
I wouldn't call it fortunate that you made it out. Somebody made quite the effort that you did.
Either way, I'm not shirking the fact I'm alive now. It's my sole duty to go back and save who I can.
Yes, I imagine so. Just be careful. He boops you on the nose. Now, off you pop. You have work to get done.
Darren just kind of squints. Just like, kind of not happy with that situation, but just straightens up and nods and walks off.
You see ALR goes back to speaking with the three shorties that he was at a table with.
Let's go see the progress on this map, shall we?
Eki, by this point, you have completely finished drawing in your points.
Go, Eki, go. I think fine. It's just afterwards. Eki would probably just sit there. I mean, she doesn't really know what else to do because she said she'd wait for everyone. Maybe she'd try and be nice and look over to the tabaxi and say, "Hi, my name is Eki."
Hello, Eki. I am
Sorry, I didn't.
Jinx.
Hello, James. Sorry, I didn't introduce myself before. There are a lot of people in here, and we have a lot of things to do. But I think Timmy talked to you. He's the big red one. She'll kind of point Timmy out, as though that wasn't obvious.
Is there
He's
a particular
still-
reason he's strangling your friend?
There could
Still
be a list
angrily-
of reasons. Did Becky see the rod thing?
Oh yeah, you heard it go down. It wasn't quiet.
Becky, I told Timmy to let Tamerlan rest. I'm assuming Tamerlan didn't get his way with his trance, and so he tried another way, and Timmy is probably finally reached his breaking point and is taking out some frustration on the giant lightning ball of destruction that Tamerlane often is.
Noted.
There's little hands, so Tamerlane will be fine. If they were his big hands, I would have been worried, but they're the little ones, so he's just being angry.
I forgot this one was
If you
actually-
want to join, you can.
I have no
Not know those.
interest in beating up a cripple.
Sadly, Tamerlane is not that. He's a drug addict and did some drugs maybe on accident, and they messed him up pretty badly. So he'll recover. He spent months or weeks or days on end with Tamerlane. You would probably be joining, just so you're aware. I mean, not that crazy yet.
Then I will decline to hang out with
It's okay. You don't have to. If I was much of a drinker, I would probably drink. But Timmy and Tamerlane drink at 7 o'clock in the morning, so they're both pretty far gone at this point.
There's a nod. You also see a drow walk up to the bar, have a quiet conversation with Durnan, and get some drinks.
If the drow walks up right next to Eki, since Eki's done with the map, she's going to say, "Hello, my name is Eki. Nice to meet you."
Hello, Eki. I am
Hello.
Jasara.
You have a nice name, Zara. So do you, Jinx. I was told on this plane it is polite to introduce yourself and be friendly.
It is better than being rude, you hear from Jinx. If you are rude to the people here, you're liable to get punched in the face.
I am not rude on purpose. I just don't often waste people's time going around introducing myself to them when we have other things to do, is all. Maybe people take that as rude. I don't know.
I could not tell you.
I'm not going to go around and introduce myself to everyone in this bar. If that's what you think is nice and you need to punch me for it, that's fine. But I don't have time to meet everyone. There's too many.
Oh, no, not at all. It was more of the a walk up and strangle people kind of rude. Or start slinging
That is rude.
insults. Yes, there was a silver-haired fuck that was here recently that did something similar. Made quite the stir.
Eki is going to just be like, "Could you tell me what they look like? I'm worried that Bill or Darian or Tamerlane know them and maybe have to apologize for them."
Well, do. He was a bit of a grump looking in the face. Short silver hair, dark clothes. Had a real mean stature to him. Thought he was better than everyone else.
Does Eki recognize that from the description of Purple that she's gotten before? Does she recognize that that's likely Purple?
Ah, that would match his description as well.
Then she is going to look at Nero and say, "Nero, let us wait to mention that person until we get back to where we're staying." And between Jazara and Jinx, she'll say, "If you see him again, don't talk to him, just go away. I don't know him, but if it's who I think it is, he is very happy to just kill people for no reason that I can understand. So it would be better just to not be near him. He's a bad, bad person."
But he knows better than to come back here. If he does, he's liable to get thrown into the pit.
that's probably better than he deserves. I'm guessing that one, and she'll point at Alar, wasn't around when he was here.
No.
They, I think, from what I am piecing together, might know them as well and probably don't like them either.
Understandable.
Well, I have finished my map. I guess I don't know. Do we have more we're supposed to talk about now, or is that it?
No. You can go off if you wish. It would not be.
Okay. And then she'll kind of glance at Nero and she'll be like, Nero, do you want to go off? Are you okay? There's a lot of people in here.
We can head out when you're ready. I think
Okay.
I will go wait
'Cause I think
outside, though.
I can come with you. She'd probably start trying to make her way there, assuming that Rufus and Willow are just outside also.
Yeah.
Like Eki loves being in places where Willow and Rufus aren't allowed in anyways. So
Well, Willow was allowed
Willow-
outside. He just wanted to keep, or she wanted to keep Rufus company.
Oh, that makes sense. That's why I said both Rufus and she likes them both to be allowed in. But yeah, she'd probably just kind of roll the map up and put it back in its little thing to wait outside with Nero.
Fair.
Under the assumption this is kind of happening partially during when Syl and Darian are talking with Alar.
Did you pick up a
Yeah.
scroll
Or-
case for the map? Because the price was just for the map.
I thought. Oh, I thought it would have came with one for 25 gold. This town is a ripoff then.
That's how
Um,
much all of them are
don't
drawn
even
by hand,
scroll.
though. It's just 2 gold for the scroll
She's
case.
gonna
Though.
talk to Lishy. Then if it was possible to redo that, yes, because
Yeah,
she
you
wouldn't
can pick
want
it
the
up.
map to get ruined.
Yeah, I'm not worried
Okay.
about it.
And still another 2 gold.
You're good.
But yeah,
You're good.
she would want it to be safe. So yeah, but if this was all happening while they were talking to Alar, she would have hung out outside with Nero, so Nero's not completely alone. But I think she'd be fine with a break because it's probably loud in here.
Very. This is all rambunctious adventurers. There's a goblin with a great axe and talking with an artificer who wants to blow things up. Well, no, they don't want to blow things up. The goblin is trying to convince the rather shy-looking artificer to blow things up.
Not let Tamerlane like hang out with that goblin because they'll probably decide that they could blow things up together, which might be risky.
If Eki's leaving, I assume this is where we're coming in. So Syl's gonna tell Timmy to grab Tamerlane and we're heading out.
I figure at this point I've vented enough that I calmed down enough that I can finally speak in Tamerlane's mind and let that be a lesson. If you ever do something like that, like something stupid like that again, I'll be using my bigger hands. And Timmy grabs Tamerlane by the scruff since Syl just called him over, lifts him up onto his back and starts walking over there.
Yeah, I just follow.
No, you're draped over my back like a sack of laundry right now. I grabbed you by your scruff and hoisted you like a sack of laundry.
Same thing.
So what do y'all do as y'all join Eki and Nero outside?
He's going to
Yeah.
look around to the same spot from before, just a quick gander, see what she would do.
Looking for the kid again?
Yeah.
You do not see them.
Still not saying anything then.
Fair enough. Once we're
No littering.
outside, yeah, no littering. Exactly. Syl's gonna go. You got the map ready, Eki?
Yes.
Okay. Gonna look at Nero and Pippa. You guys know where we're going next.
There's a nod, and Pippa starts moving off into the rain. They know exactly where they must go. But, as you do, I think that is a good place to end it, so we have plenty of time to get through that whole thing next time. So, good job, everybody. That was a lot of fun. I am really looking forward to seeing how y'all deal with Gallo and his just mess of a personality. For everybody listening in, we thank you for joining us, and we will see you next week. Peace.